Good evening, Facebook. Mr. O here with MIFAL live with 1 week to go. I'm here just to do some more, just to talk to you guys more about music instruction for all learners, where music knows no age, or MIFAL Inc., or just MIFAL, as we are getting ready for our first annual fundraiser, recital performance fundraiser happening on December 10th, 2016 at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'll say it again, December 10th, 2016 at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'm talking live. I'm just giving a shout out to all our students. I'm so proud of them. They have been working hard. When I say hard, they're working hard. I can be a hard man to work with, but every time I push them, they push back. That is what I like. When I push them, they push back, and they are working hard. From the oldest to the youngest, they are pushing back, and I'm just here telling you guys about what's going on. We're going to be at Masterpiece Community Connections Ministry at 4443 Bel Air Road at 2 p.m. on the 16th, on the 10th of December from 2 to 4. It's called a recital performance fundraiser. And with that performance fundraiser, we're going to have a great time. Our 7 students, I'm going to give a shout out to them: Tayanita Watson, Keelasha Williams, Daniel Hollins, Jocelyn, his mama Jocelyn Hollins, she came on board. One of our newer students, Rachel Harris, who's also a violinist, she is performing. Adea Simmons and Capri Johnson. Capri Johnson and Adea are our youngest. I call them our newbies, our babies, but they are working hard. They will be performing as well. We want you guys to come out and enjoy. We want you guys to have a good time. If you go on our Facebook at MIFAL Inc. on Facebook, we're MIFAL Inc. on Facebook. If you find us there, you will see all the work they've been putting out, and I'm truly excited for them because they're excited for me, and we're having a great time. Again, that's going to be December 10th, 2016 from 2 to 4 at Masterpiece Community Connections Ministry, 4443 Bel Air Road, Baltimore, Maryland, 21206. Go to our event page. We are on Eventbrite page, and I'll put that in the loop. But I want you guys to go there. Come support us. The price of the tickets for adults is $25. For children under 13, it's going to be $12.50. We're doing a fundraiser because we're moving MIFAL to the next level. That's what we want to do. We want to move MIFAL to the next level. We want people to come see these 7 geniuses, because I call them geniuses because they're working hard. See the work that they've been doing. You're going to hear if each one of them are doing 3 to 4 pieces. You're going to hear at least, 3 times 7, 21 pieces of music, and we're going to have a good time. I've been having a ball. I've been having a blast because they've been blessing me, and what I want them to do is bless you guys. Come on out to join us. You can check us out on our YouTube. We're on YouTube at MIFAL Inc. on YouTube. We want you guys to come join us. Check our YouTube link out there, doing a fantastic job. We're going to have some exciting things happen because we have a couple things new things that we're going to be unveiling because we're moving MIFAL to the next level. And for those of you who are just joining us, MIFAL stands for Music Instruction for All Learners, Inc., or MIFAL. And Music Instruction for All Learners was founded years ago, but we just started business-wise 10 years ago. And now the Lord has moved me to the next level with these new students, and we have new students coming. I call them our Rocketeers because they rock. When I say they rock, when they really start playing their music, you guys will be amazed. What we're doing is raising money, as I said, to take MIFAL to the next level. And I'm so excited about our guest artists who are coming. We have Cameron Stewart with his jazz ensemble. Cam Sounds, they are coming. They will be performing the second half. The first half will be our students because, again, this is their time to shine. The first half will be our students. And the whole idea is as they perform, they will get a chance that we have a couple professionals coming. And the professionals will just say, I want our students to look back and say, hey, this is what I want to attain. This is what I want to do later on. If I work hard, I too want to be there. I want them to grow in their music. We want them to grow. Just not me. We want them to grow in their music. We want them to truly grow up to be, they are now the future musicians of America, but we want them to be those musicians. We want them to be like Cam Starrett. Our second artist who's going to close down the show, the whole program, is going to be Karan Jones. Karan Jones is an exciting young lady, Morgan graduate. Go Morgan. She has, we met at the beginning of the year and we've been friends ever since, and she is a great supporter. And she's going to come and sing, some songs for us because she's a great supporter. So again, it's going to December 10th. Keep that in. I'm going to keep saying it. December 10th, 2016, from 2 to 4 at Masterpiece Community Connections Ministries, 4443 Bel Air Road, 21206. And we have a souvenir program book. The cost of the program book is going to be $7. And I showed that to you before. And I actually put a picture up in this, to add to this. But if you go to our Facebook page, you will see it. If you go to our event page is there as well. We have, in that book is going to be all about music instruction for all learners. We're also going to have the program, and it's going to have pictures of our students and all the pieces of that they're playing, and a little background about them. And we have some of our supporters, our patrons. I've been trying to figure out that word, but it finally came to me. But we have several patrons that have actually, patronize us in the book. And I'm going to give a little shout out to Little Genius Daycare. I met the young lady over in Giants, and I'm always out soliciting, talking to people. Hey, how'd you like to put an ad in our book? So Little Genius Daycare, I'm giving a shout out. They put a patrons ad in. I'm a shout out to Nichelle Johnson, the business regulator. She's a great supporter. Besides being my fiance, she is supporting as well. She's the business regulator. So we want to give a shout out to her also. We just definitely got to give a shout out to where we're hosting. Our host is going to be just Masterpiece Community Connections with the great pastor Erica Stanley. Again, that's Masterpiece Community Connections Ministry, 4443 Bel Air Road, Baltimore, Maryland, 21206. That's where we will be having this great event. So if you guys don't know, you're going to hear some good music. You're going to see you're going to see our students. I call them my students, but they are not just mine. They are our students. They will be performing. They're working hard. I'm pushing them to the max. They think I'm a crazy man. I am a crazy man because I love what I do, but they are working hard. I also want to give a shout out to Maryland New Directions. They're on 2700 block of Charles Street, and they're always helping people find jobs and job preparation. So they actually, and they're a nonprofit, and they actually put an ad in our book. So I've been getting around to everyone that I know, and it's been actually helping us out. LaQuisha Hall, she is such a sweet lady. She's been a great supporter since the day I met her, and I met her over a year ago, and she's been supporting me and our projects ever since. And she put a patron ad in there. So those were just a few of our patrons that actually have put an ad in our book, and I'm just truly excited. I want you guys to come out and see what our students have been doing. When I say they're working, they work, and I had several of them today. The holiday has thrown us off, but I'm going to be working extra hard to get out and work with them this week, so they will be perfect. So they will be perfect that when people actually hear them, they will say, wow, this thing really works. This thing really works. Music instruction for all learners is basically 10 years old. It's older than that, but as a business, it's 10 years old. And we're incorporated now, and we're working on moving to the next level. But what I'm doing is creating something new, instilling music into the young, into the old. Our model is where music knows no age. Now, did I understand what I was getting myself into when I said probably not? But then when I look back and see some on little Keelasha, I can talk about her. That's our little KK. That young lady has grown and matured as a musician. When she works, she works. You're going to hear her play. You're going to hear her sing. You know, I watched her. She started in February. But when if you really pay attention to Keelasha, you will see the growth. She's on Facebook and on our Facebook page at MIFAL Inc. on Facebook. But when you pay attention to some of the students, step by step, you will see their growth. I see it, but sometimes you just see them perform. But each videotape that I show, you will see step by step, hey, they're getting better. They're getting better. They're getting better and better. And I'm going to tell you a story. I started when I was 10 in Philadelphia at my church, Second Mennonite Church, and Miss Darlene, and you'll hear about her later on as well. This is a funny story because every time I go home to Philadelphia, my home church at Second Mennonite, first thing they'll remember, Orlando, he was on that taking those lessons, and you will hear all the mistakes. But every time I would practice on those old upright pianos, we see the pianos today, they like this, but back in the day, people in church knows that, hey, those upright pianos were like this, and you sit down and you learn. But little Orlando, aka Little Landy from the family, but you would hear me play, and I was determined. After I started practicing, I was determined to learn that song. And as I was playing, most of the mistakes would stop. And sooner or later, they became a complete song. Yeah, I drove those people crazy. I'm honest. I know every piano I would see, I would sit down and practice. And they would, they were trying to figure out what is going on. But later on, they figured it out. Because started at 10, by the age of 18, I was playing for my church back home in Philadelphia, Second Mennonite Church. So those lessons and everything that Miss Darlene did, she planted a seed, and that seed has flourished. And I'm passing that seed on to each student that comes through music instruction for all learners. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to pass what I've learned over to these new students. And that's exactly what we're doing. And and I want you guys to come join us. Come join us over at 4443 Bel Air Road at from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. As our students are performing. Give me 1 second. Someone came to the door, but I'll be right back. Is back. I apologize for that. But anyway, as I was saying, we are performing. I have 7 students performing, and we're growing, we're growing, we're growing. Each of these students I've been passing on everything that I've learned from the age of 10 years old. Went to Temple University for music. Took me a minute to get that degree, but I got it. And they are phenomenal. When I say phenomenal, they are phenomenal. You will see a 7-year-old who's just been with me for a couple months. She's going to perform out on the housetop. If I get it right, but I may get it wrong. But she's going to perform. If you go to our Facebook page at MIFAL Inc., you will see all of this going on. And sometimes they don't know it, and I'll be honest, sometimes they make me cry, as I'm listening to them, because I can see where they started and where they are right now. So we are reaching out to everyone in the community. We want you guys to come see us. We want you guys to come hear us. We want you guys to come see Karan Jones. We want you guys to see Cam Starrett and the Jazz Ensemble, because we want this to be a festive thing. You can go to our Facebook page and click on the Eventbrite. I'm actually going to put the link down in the bottom when this is done. You can go to Eventbrite and look up a recital performance fundraiser. We're looking for donations as well. If you can't make it, you can donate, because we want all of our students to have a good time. We want to, the donations will help us move to the next level with everything we can. We have a Tiana Wells Lawson, I'm sorry. Miss Tiana from the Harbor Bank. She's actually going to be our mistress of ceremonies. So we want her to have as much support as possible. We want you guys to come out, hear these awesome students. If you don't know how awesome they are, take a look on Facebook. Take a look on Facebook. To go to our Facebook page at MIFAL Inc. and see how awesome these students have been. They have been working. When I say working, for the past 2 months, I haven't had a free Saturday, but that's okay. That's what I do. When I say they've been working, you go on there, you hear Keelasha, you'll see Teanita. I have Miss Hollins on there. Daniel's going to show off a little bit as well. Capri Johnson, Adea, they are all working hard. So again, we are reaching out to you. I'm reaching out to you. I want to fill the house. I know we've been selling tickets for the past 2 months, but we still have a lot of tickets to sell. I'm going to continue to put it out on our Facebook page. I'm going to put it on my page. I'm going to put it wherever I need to put it. But we want you guys just to come out. This is going to be the best 2 hours to help you close out this year. Again, it's 4443 Bel Air Road at Masterpiece Community Connections Ministries. Again, 4443 Bel Air Road, Baltimore, Maryland, 21206. And I want to send a shout out again to Pastor Erica Stanley for just being a great supporter of ours. Come out 2 o'clock. The tickets are $25 for adults. You want to bring your kids, because once the kids come and see what's going on, they're going to want to be, you probably be mad at me. I know you're going to be mad at me, but they're going to want to be part of this. Because I tell you, if they don't want to be part of this, then my name isn't Orlando Q. Johnson. And people will tell you, he always say Orlando Q. Johnson. Well, if they don't want to be a part of this program, then my name isn't Orlando Q. Johnson, because it works. I had a young lady just ask me today, when can you start helping me? And she's another adult. She said, I'm seeing these kids and these people perform. And Miss Joyce Williams from church, she said, I want you to help me. When can you start? I'm like, okay, let me get through this program, because I really have a lot going on. So let me get through this program, and then we can sit down and talk, because the whole idea is to build not just small, but something that I won't be able to contain. I want music instruction for all learners to move to the next level. I can't do it by myself. We're going to do it together. Again, come on out next week from 2 to 4. That'll be the best 2 hours that you've ever had. Trust me, because we're working hard. I'm putting extra hours in. Besides working, I'm putting extra hours in with each student this week to make sure that we are prepared to show our best. Our motto is excellence, where we believe in excellence when it comes to music. And I'm going to make sure I say it right, because sometimes when you write something, sometimes you forget what you wrote. So I want to remember. So when you see it, you hear it. Yes, that's what he believes in, and that's part of what he does. And I probably can't find it right now, but that's okay. But again, I was saying that we believe in excellence. We want everyone that comes out to know that music instruction for all learners is what we do. We make sure that they know their music like they should. They get on their, I know I get on their nerves, because I had music teachers that got on my nerves. I had piano instructors in Temple that got on my nerves. But then I figured out, as you get older, we get wiser. All of you over 50 should know, as we get older, we get wiser. You say, yeah, they did it for our good. They knew that there was greatness in us. And I will never. I had a teacher, and I don't tell the kids. I tell the kids. I said I had a teacher at the early age of in my 20s, Mr. George Simontovsky over in Temple University. He almost made me cry. Well, he tried. He almost made me cry because I know I didn't practice that week, and I know all the teachers, those of us in college, or those of you who have been in school, every teacher thinks that they're the only class that you have. So Mr. Johnson didn't have enough time to practice, so he tried to, fake the funk. Well, it didn't work. So yeah, he gave me a scolding, but it was a good scolding. He always make me cry? Yes, he did. And I know I've made some students cry, but that's another story. But did he almost make me cry? Yes, he did. I was in my mid early 20s, somewhere around there, but he did it for a reason. He did it because he cared. That's an instructor. That's a teacher that cares for you. When they bring it to your mind that you need to work for excellence, and that's one thing that we're working for in music instruction for all learners, is excellence. Later on, he would always say, after the instruction or the lesson, he would say, go home and grow. Meaning, take the information that I've given you and grow from it. And that's one thing that we're doing at Music Instruction for All Learners. We want our students, when they leave, to go home and grow and come back for more knowledge when it comes to music. And some people say, well, what are they learning just from you? They're not learning just to play piano, they're learning to read music. And I wrote in a blog note that I wrote this morning, if you pay attention to them, close attention, they are all looking at their books and they're reading the music note by note. That's the key to what we do. We want to make sure that they're reading the music note by note, learning it, internalizing it, and creating something beautiful. So again, for those of you who are joining us, we are having a recital performance fundraiser over at Masterpiece Community Connection Ministries, located at 4443 Bel Air Road. Um, we want you to come out and join us, support us. $25 for adults at the door, and $12.50 for children. Come support the cause. Go to our Facebook page, go to our event book page. You can actually make a generous donation as well. So I'm reaching out to if you're not in that Baltimore area, if you're in my Philly area, you can still make a generous donation at the same link. I will make sure the link is there all week as we're getting ready, because we still have a long way to go. We're doing a souvenir program book, and if you want to see it, I can actually show you with the cover of it. I didn't want to do this because I did it before, but I can give you a glimpse of what the cover of the book looks like. It's going to be backwards on Facebook, but this is what the cover looks like. This is the souvenir program book that we have, and we are it's $7 for this book that we're doing, and it's going to have all the information about our students. It's going to have the history of music instruction for all learners. You're going to actually learn a lot because, again, we are fairly new. We're growing, but we want to move to the 21st century. We want to come into 2017 ready to take on more students, to add more instructors, and also keep the dream alive. We want this dream, we want the vision of music instruction for all learners to go on beyond 2016, 2017, 2018. We want it to go on. If you have any questions, you can inbox me. You can call us at 410-370-7105 or 443-574-5491. You can inbox us there, or you can email me, and I'll put all this information at info@mifalinc.org. You can, if you want to know anything, if you want to say, hey, how can we donate? How can we help this cause? What can we do? Inbox me, please do. Email me at info@MIFAL MIF as in Frank, ALINC.org, info@mifalinc.org, or give us a call at 443-574-5491. You're going to see a lot. We're going to have a great photographer there, Mr. Mike Roulette. He's going to be taking pictures. I want you guys to tweet. I want you guys, we're at MIFAL Inc. on Twitter. If you have questions, you can see us there, MIFAL Inc. on Twitter. We're going to be tweeting. I'm going to make sure people do on Facebook Live. If you go to our page and say, hey, I like it, make sure you like our page. By the end of next week, I want to show, or by the end of that program, I want everybody to say, hey, look, I like MIFAL. I like Music Instruction for All Learners. Go to our page, like it. We want you guys to really see what our students have been doing. I won't say just mine. I'm going to say our students because they belong to the parents. And I want to send a shout out to the parents because it's not easy every Saturday picking up your child, taking them to lessons, taking them back home. It's not easy. But I want to send out to my parents because I take my hat, well, if I had a hat, I take my hat off to you. You know, I applaud you because you guys deserve I'm going to give you applause right now because you guys have really worked with me. You're still working with me, and we working this thing out. We are a big family, truly. You know, believe it or not, once you join us, we are family. We working this thing together. And that's what I like because music instruction for all learners is not just a Mr. Orlando thing. It's a we thing, it's an our thing. It's a thing that we're doing together. That's why I'm reaching out because we all know that they're taking music out to schools. They're not supplying everything that they need. Well, we're making it cost effective. We're making it easy for your child to come be part of us. And every 6 months, and I just told Tara Anita today, yeah, after this program, we got to start getting ready for the next one. That'll be in June. You know, every 6 months, we are going to produce. We're going to put out. We're going to be just working hard, and that's what it's all about. I see we have a lot of you who have joined us, and I just want to thank you for joining us, for listening about our recital performance fundraiser. Again, just come help us out. I'm about to close. Again, I want to give a shout out to Little Genius Daycare for patronizing us. And if you guys have a business and you want to patronize, inbox me. I'll give you all the information. I got about 2 days, literally 2 days to get the program together and to the printer so he can have it printed up by next Saturday. So we have a lot of work to do, but I believe my life verse is, we can do all things to Christ who strengthens us. Sometimes, you know, the enemy wants to throw all kinds of things in there, but I'm not going to let that happen because we come this far. These students have worked hard. I don't care what's going on. We're going to make it happen. Another shout out to Michelle Johnson, the business regulator. She is working hard along with me. Maryland New Directions, they put a patron in, and Miss LaQuisha Hall. And LaQuisha, if you're chiming in, thank you. You did a great job. I thank you. I love you. I love your support. You have done so much for me, and you've really supported me since the day we met. She is a great supporter. So, lastly, as I'm closing, this is again a recital performance fundraiser held at Masterpiece Community Connections Ministries at 4443 Bel Air Road. From 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. next week on the 10th of December 2016. Come join us. $25 for adults, $12.50 for children under 13, and go to our Eventbrite page. You can pick up your tickets there. You can give a generous donations because we're still needing donations to help do everything that we need to do. And if you have any more questions, inbox me. And I just want to thank you for all of you who have chimed in, who have been listening. You are a supporter as well. Go to our Facebook page. Go to you can start tweeting us on Twitter at MIFAL Rocks, or Instagram at MIFAL Rocks as well. And again, we have some exciting things that we are unveiling next week. So, with that said, this is Mr. O out. And remember, music instruction for all learners, where music knows no age.